Hermes Agent came out of nowhere in February 2026, hit 100,000 GitHub stars in 10 weeks, and is now the most used open source AI agent on the planet. I ran it for 4 weeks to find out if the hype actually holds up. Every AI assistant has the same problem. You spend 15 minutes explaining your workflow, it helps, and the next session it has forgotten everything. Hermes Agent is built around one answer to that. What if the agent remembered what it learned and kept getting better? Hermes Agent is an open source autonomous agent from News Research. You install it, connect your LLM and your messaging accounts, and it becomes a persistent operator living on your server, handling tasks via Telegram or CLI, and improving at your specific workflows over time. Three things set Hermes apart: a self-improving skill library that auto-generates reusable playbooks after complex tasks, three-layer persistent memory that survives every session reset, and 40-plus built-in tools with direct gateways into Telegram, Discord, Slack, and WhatsApp. Hermes is built for developers, researchers, and power users running the same multi-step workflows repeatedly, and who want an always-on operator, not a chatbot you open when stuck. If your work involves repetitive research loops, code review cycles, or data pipelines, this is where it compounds. Setup is 3 commands: install via the one-line curl script, run Hermes setup to connect your LLM and messaging accounts, then start giving it tasks. After each complex workflow involving 5 or more tool calls, Hermes writes a skill document. The next time a similar task comes up, it loads that playbook first. The headline number: 140,000 GitHub stars in under 3 months, the fastest any open source agent framework has ever grown. Hermes is now the #1 daily app on OpenRouter with 224 billion tokens processed every single day. The interface is a polished TUI in your terminal with Telegram and Discord as the mobile gateway. The docs are thorough. Initial setup took under 15 minutes in my test. The skill library is fully transparent. You can read, edit, or delete any auto-generated playbook at any time. Skip Hermes if you want a polished no-code UI, a single hosted SaaS subscription with zero setup, or you only ever run one-off tasks that never repeat. The self-improving loop pays off only after a week or two of repeated workflows. It does not help with one-shot questions. The obvious alternative is OpenClaw, more messaging platforms, 13,000 community skills, and a larger ecosystem. Hermes wins on security, 0 agent CVEs versus 4 critical ones from OpenClaw in March 2026. And Hermes writes new skills from your actual workflows. OpenClaw relies on the community library. 4 things that genuinely hold up. The compounding skill library is novel. I have not seen any other agent do this reliably. Security posture is best in class. Any LLM works. OpenRouter, Claude, GPT, Gemini, local models, and the MIT license means you own the agent and every piece of data it generates. 2 honest limitations. Skills are domain specific. A skill from GitHub PR review does nothing for database migration planning, so the 40% speedup only applies to workflows you actually repeat. And there is no hosted version. You need a VPS or home server for always-on operation. The framework itself is free, MIT license, 0 platform fee. You pay only for the underlying LLM API calls. On budget models like DeepSeek V4 at 30 cents per million tokens, a typical research task lands under 30 cents total. Most users run between 5 cents and $1 per task. Step up to Claude Sonnet 4.6 or GPT 4.1 and complex tasks run 50 cents to $3 each. Add $5 to $10 a month for a VPS to keep Hermes running around the clock. That is still cheaper than most SaaS agent platforms with no usage ceiling and no vendor lock-in. Here is a developer who ran Hermes for 6 weeks straight, writing for Harlem World magazine. Quote, over 6 weeks, I watched it build a library of 40 skills specific to my workflow. It stores how it solved things and loads that context the next time something similar comes up. Christopher Dunham on Medium: after a month of daily use, this is the first agent I have used that is actually better at my job than it was a month ago. Every other agent resets to 0. Hermes compounds. That sentence is what 3 months of hype boils down to. Via dev community reporting a real r/local Llama user, a 40% speed up on repeated research tasks after Hermes auto-generated just 3 skill documents over 2 hours of use. That is not a benchmark number, that is a working developer's actual measured workflow improvement. MarkTech post on why Hermes overtook OpenClaw at #1 on OpenRouter. Hermes is generating 224 billion daily tokens, the most actively used open source AI agent by current inference volume. Token counts do not lie. That is real developers running real workloads. Verdict, yes, with a caveat. If you run repetitive multi-step workflows and want an agent that genuinely compounds over time, Hermes is the best open source option available right now. If you need a hosted no-code solution, look at OpenClaw. For everyone else, this is the agent to beat in 2026. Hermes Agent is free, MIT licensed, and installs in one command. Link is in the description. If you want an agent that is measurably better at your specific job next week than it is today, this is the one worth running.